Wow, everyone got here so early.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past...
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poet...
Pairing couplets. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest boars and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration, the two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just
to buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration...
An inspiration walk?
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery, of course, to all our friends, old and new. Please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already...
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with... Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent?
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Thanks. I'm counting on you. So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposed...
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a...
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients. Just think of it like an outing.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their...
All right. In that case, thank you all very much.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the...
You mean to...
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration...
That's true.
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah! That'll make things...
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd? And
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief. At least
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
I don't think...
I also await your guidance.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not...
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy. All right. Miss Diona?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Sure. Then, everyone, follow...
Enjoy your inspiration walks. I'm looking forward to...
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a...
The view from here is great, but there's kind of
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
a train. Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but... it's a...
Chongyun is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirit... Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil?
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an Adeptus of Liyue.
An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before.
Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to...
I'm really sorry.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't...
But
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Shao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like
Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Shao is joining us, if anyone...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new... I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true?
Uh-huh. I'm not sure...
Really? Perfect! Let's go pickle.
What the...
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Xiangling would make.
Swift and merciful!
Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, me...
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just... So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way.
Is it really worth?
Yeah, because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks.
But, how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff...
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you... Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless...
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep.
What's wrong? You're not a... Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a season...
Surely there's no way this can possibly... Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh.
Changyun drank his too.
This drink is...
Delicious! It does have a touch of Juyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu made. It's crisp and refreshing with just a hint of numbness, and the Juyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of...
That's right. Slimes are absolutely... Oh, I failed again. But wait.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more. I'm sorry.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drink.
Who'd have thought it? Xiao?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here? Oh yeah, alright, I'll get
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazed...
The Paimonsi! It sounds...
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on it? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the... It makes no sense to me.
That's true. I've heard Xingqiu say when there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was You think? Then...
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream...
Cool! Aw, this is... But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a...
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head up... Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet? Ooh, great!
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat! Merrily, merrily...
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set af-
Okay, let's go! What's this? You two having a...
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all...
Okay, well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby.
Wait,
Reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk.
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
So, Xingqiu,
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent.
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home. So I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
cool. Oh! Over there! Firewood!
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Final warning! With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with a girl.
Oh? You sound like a character.
What? No, if I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, as long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest.
That all sounded pretty profound.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return.
Oh,
You're back. Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from?
no need, thanks. All clear. There. Noelle, your cooking is amazing.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks.
By sneaking out, you mean...
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story.
But if you get caught...
So just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a... Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu...
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road?
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic...
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing a...
You can write about anything. Looking at Core Lapis, one can't...
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. Why don't we go say hi?
Body and mind. Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xing...
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Roe.
So, Miss Caliroe, are...
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me.
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chat. Amazing! So you're a natural.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss Caliroe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something. Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule. Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late.
Just how far did you all go? Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon. Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Caliroe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Wait. Xiao? Xiao, come on out!
Now that we've all regrouped, let's...
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on date.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not...
Director Who's manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise. Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli?
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite and...
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and... He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on...
Please rest assured that I shall...
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great!
Huh? Are you counting me too? Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename... Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of...
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free...
What about me? Shall I keep...
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to...
I concur, Director. Moreover, since this is a congenial poetry gala, Should we not begin with inspiration and finish?
That's a relief.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquent.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in
What? He managed to think of one already?
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion?
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes. Okay, I got some. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass Pavilion, as lightning sets the...
Wow! Changyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a
I was just describing what I experienced that day. All right then. I guess I'll start. Mind pines for Mingyun. Flesh confined to Qingse.
Oh, Changyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the windswept plains, just for berries squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza!
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat. Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin?
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little.
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night.
Oh, square meals in the basement.
Huh? What?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it.
Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horse...
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lot. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. Paimon thinks she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny. Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Huh?
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this monster's got talent.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one. Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it. Do you really think Paimon has what it takes? Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe. Beat it. What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere.
Really? Maybe Paimon...
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask. Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh, yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring... I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Oh, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again? If she...
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets? Oh, sorry. Oh.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely...
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, but the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to share our own poem?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is...
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right,